Ooh, I know exactly where Victorville is. That's
It's
far, bro.
It's an hour and a half. It's not so bad.
It's not fun, bro.
I mean, hey,
I'd rather live in Palmdale.
fuck Palmdale.
Damn.
No, I'm sorry. I not a fan. I'll stay in my desert.
You must have a nice house though.
3,000 square foot.
We're wrong.
We're rolling?
Yeah, Victorville is like you can still buy stuff, and you and your wife have a job. Like, yeah.
Here's like the benefits. I can still I can drive an hour and 15.
Yeah.
Play a warehouse rave and come right back home, and it's not really
It's not a big issue because
It's
at
not
the
big.
time you're doing it,
it's not so bad. And like again, like you have Big Bear. Like I literally drive down the street for like 40 minutes, and I'm in Big Bear. It's pretty cool. So I mean, it's I have a little bit best of both worlds.
You ever try the desert events out there?
Yeah.
I know like Apple Valley you mentioned has.
Yeah.
I've been to so many in Apple Valley.
Dude, I meant to tell you when I saw you in person is literally my backyard. It's all desert. It's beautiful. There's actually I feel like it'd be cool if maybe at some point you can drive out there. You spend the day out there. We have it's like this like nice little rocky mountain.
Yeah.
Have like a little setup and just have like a YouTube thing where like a DJ mix. You just have like a little drone just circling around, just like it'd be pretty cool.
We can do a Xeta Friends episodes with you.
Not tell him about the thing.
Well, you know about Xeta and Friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows about it.
Are
think
you gonna
it's
come
cool.
on?
Huh?
I'd be more than happy to come on.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah,
Why don't
and
we go out there?
We should have lined it up where it's like they do the set and then we
Interview.
them after the set.
Well, that's what I would plan for season 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're missing opportunities.
That's what I'm saying. My plan for season 1 is just to kind of establish the
Yeah,
okay.
people, and then season 2 we're gonna do the whole.
for sure.
We'll
That'd be
do
cool.
an episode on Xeta Friends, and we sit down and just shoot them.
Can I just say I love when podcasts have like seasons. Like what the fuck? You're not a fucking production. You can literally have episode 1 to 1,000,000.
Yeah.
But now you're gonna have season 2 on some arbitrary like
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. It makes me
Man have his fucking
let it have fun.
Let me live my life.
It's so funny to me. It's so arbitrary.
Give this man he wants to be friends. Like he wants to be like have a season 1, 2, and
Yeah. Man. For anyone who doesn't know, CK's on the show now.
right.
He's gonna be off camera, but he's gonna be the hater of the group.
There's nothing I love more.
Yeah, but the comedic relief.
So that maybe we could figure something out. Literally it's the backyard. It's big beautiful rocks. You can just
What
hang out.
time of the year would be best to go?
Fall. It's hot as fuck right now. It's like 108 degrees outside. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So so that's another thing. It's like where I live, it's pretty decent, man. You're like an hour away from LA, an hour away from Big Bear, from the mountains. The beach is 90 minutes. Vegas is 2-hour drive.
Really?
It's not so bad. I've learned to like adjust to the desert life. It's pretty dope.
You get used to it, huh?
huh?
You get used to it pretty much.
You get used to it, man. It's home. Like
Where are you from originally?
Alhambra, California.
That's new to you.
I've been out there for like about 10 plus years, 15 years ever after high school.
Family still in Alhambra?
I have family in LA. They've
Out in
actually
Alhambra.
moved up in Victorville too. I mean, they're spread out.
I was just wondering because the
Family.
fires just hit.
Where? Oh, fires? What'd you say?
Altadena.
Oh, Altadena.
Totally
Yeah, I mean,
different. Totally
It's
different.
still close. I mean,
Totally different.
luckily no, but born and raised in Alhambra. Beautiful area.
Well, you moved out there for work, right? You moved out to.
Like I said, I went to college in tail end of high school in Victorville. So I met my wife, had the family out there. But at some point, once things kind of settled down with my employer, maybe we can look into coming out here. This is the place to be.
You prefer to be here. You wouldn't want to be in Victorville.
Well, for like now as a parent, having 2 boys,
okay.
I think I'd rather have them go to school in LA County than
Really?
San Bernardino County.
It's interesting though because like LAUSD is like not the best.
I think San Bernardino County
Is worse.
I'm sure it's worse. And politics of the county itself, it's a little bit red. It's a little bit red for me.
Poquito Rojo.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're close to the mic because it's not picking you up much.
Is it not? Well, turn my levels up then, bitch.
Hell yeah,
I
brother.
thought you were the expert on this one.
No, because because he's here, right? So I'm gonna be like,
See, that's why I told you to get that mic.
Right.
I'll see what I deal with. There.
That's great.
All right, let's get back to the man.
So this is great. Best man for the wedding.
Exactly.
Like
Sad.
honestly,
I don't understand.
you know what's so funny? You say wedding. I remember I said Waleed was helping me clean my apartment, and I was like, man, Waleed, you make a great husband. And he literally goes without dropping a beat. He goes, if they catch me.
I was just thinking the same thing.
That is hilarious. Yeah, that's dude. Yeah.
And catch.
Don't lose this math.
Yeah.
Make sure ICE doesn't deport him back to Honduras.
Exactly.
But I mean, do you want to move here? Obviously, the school, like you said.
Yeah.
But is this also because of the scene?
Well, of course you know the answer to that, dude. This is the place to be at. I mean, I get the best of all worlds. I mean, I can have my and here's another cool thing, you know, like that I think is it's kind of like a neat plus is having my 5-year-old play with. I have a Roland TR8. He loves the old school one, the one that first released, the first version. It's not the TR8S, it's the TR8.
I play with both of them.
Right.
Very fun.
So see, like the thing is like, and I'm sure you can relate with me now is like, dude, you know, once you get used to the shit that you have, like your hardware, software that you have, like why even, at least for me, why even bother? Like I'm already comfortable with it. I'm not gonna go out there and start like messing around with synths that I'm not really familiar with. Like if you were to tell me right now, like let's play with a modular system, I wouldn't know jack shit. I wouldn't know because I already have my own style on how to produce techno and arguably house and everything else because there's a style I have to approaching production.
But you said that you do everything on the computer now.
Yeah, so
no more hardware.
I limit my Ableton project files to at least like under 18, under 17.
Under 17
under 17 channels, excuse me.
Oh shit.
So, yeah, like it's very minimal, it's stripped down.
Wow.
It's like I have like when I open up Ableton, I already have my preset template ready to go. Everything is lined up exactly where it should be because I already know what my plan of attack is right from. I literally have like a map.
What time wasted.
Yeah, no time wasted. Sometimes I'll screw around and I'll like have what I typically do is I'll find a track that I like and I'll just drop it onto my my project and I'll map it out accordingly. So intro, drop one, break, etc. And I'll just like kind of blend that with my own like setup, if that makes any sense.
It's very interesting. So you became more organized.
Yeah,
more
you have
conventional.
And I honestly I have to thank my young family for that because ain't no one got time for that anymore. I don't. So I don't
around,
I don't have time anymore to be like, oh, you know what? I feel like, you know, making like the best composition of all time. I don't commit with that mentality.
You're like, I have like 1 or 2 hours.
I have 1 or 2 hours from 10 p.m. to midnight. It's my time. Let's do something that's sick as fuck, that's effective on the dance floor. And if my head is bobbing, I know it's gonna work. And that's how my my setup has been for the last 5 years, at least 5, 6.
More precise. You have to. You have like. I have like 2 hours. I gotta be.
I have to be nimble. Like if once you get into the groove, once you're nimble, like you've got this. And
yeah, no, that's definitely like a hole I always fall into. Is like sometimes when you have all these options, you're just like, you fall that.
But like your stuff is great, by the way. Like I you know I'm sure like that it takes. I mean you're already there.
Give me that look. Sorry.
No, it is like I feel, but from what I've heard, I feel like, you know, dude, strip it down 4 channels and like it will sound professional. Because you like once it's like an orchestra, right? Like you have
too much bullshit, right?
Once you have if you have an orchestra playing in front of you and you just hear a bunch of you have like everything playing at once, like what the fuck is that? I'm leaving I'm leaving right now.
Yeah.
I just like, I mean, for me, I need 1 kick drum, 1 clap, 1 hat, a few bongos because that's what I'm into right now. It's like that
man after my heart.
The heart, like
yeah.
You know, and I mean, dude, like I feel that it's once you strip it down, you will get people to dance. Like you will have someone say, "Oh shit, this is cool." It's just a couple, like it's a few drums. This like shitty bass. Like it doesn't have to be the best bass. It could literally be a kick drum on the offbeat.
Yeah.
Like that's what I've been doing with like all of my shit. It's like literally it's been a kick drum, and in between it's just a bunch of kick drums like stacked together. And there's your bass line. Like it doesn't have to be complicated.
Would you say like you're kind of, instead of painting with like oil pastels, you kind of just painting with watercolors?
I'm painting with watercolors. I'm playing with crayons.
Right? Yeah.
Crayons.
But you're making still great stuff. But it's like it's simple.
It's because people like, you know, like I'm sure there's great. I mean, I don't know anything about art, but I mean, I'm sure there's great Crayola paintings out there. Like I'm
yeah.
The shit people knew color pencils will blow your mind.
You know, like it's like I said, and go ahead.
Oh, is that something you struggle? Were you struggling with the same issue of like too many things all at once?
Yeah, that was, and once my mentor told me like you got to just like literally just stick with 1 groove, like a few channels, and don't divert from it. Then that was game changing.
Was it hard kind of getting yourself into that mindset? Or was it pretty easy once you made
it was easy after like maybe like the first few tries at it. It was
Okay.
it was like I think like I said after 2020 everything just kind of changed because I like it just clicked. And I feel like a lot of like listening to like acoustic music and a lot of like tribal music, like I mean I'm from El Salvador, right? So like a lot of like that Central American yeah, like Honduras, like Afro, like cumbia, like it's dude, it's all just drums, right? And what are people doing? They're dancing to this shit, right? Like
Yeah.
once like and like it's like hypnotic almost. Once you capture that and apply it onto Ableton, you've got something. Like you can make people dance. Like and like it's cool. Like you're not over here like, oh yeah, that sawtooth waveform, it just sounds like shit. Like I'm not really chasing that as much anymore. Like I'm more like into like let's find the groove and let's just keep on repeating it. Like it's let's copy paste. Like copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
Or so like the music that you make now, would you say that there's like an Afro beats movement, right? Especially like Afro house.
Yeah.
Would you say you're making or you're trying to do kind of like a South American house?
South American, Central American techno, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was actually, I was talking to you about it earlier, Waleed, about that stuff that's going on in like, well, it's been going on for 4 decades, Detroit techno.
Interesting. That's that old school tech.
So Kevin Saunderson, right?
I know that name.
Kevin Saunderson, his son Valtez Saunderson, which by like dude, like their stuff, it's very like Afro influenced techno, right?
Yeah.
Very like I was telling you earlier, very soulful. Like it's got harmonies, it's got not a lot going on, but it still has like that like the essence of like vocals that are like very like it's got harmony to it. It's got 1 or maybe like 5 notes maximum, just kind of going up and down like that same like 5-note scale. Just like it's just very beautiful stuff, very simple, very beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's what I've kind of been chasing for like the past year. So I think it's a good time to introduce myself now.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Allow me to introduce myself.
So I am Josh, aka Timekube Music. Timekube. I've been having this alias for the past, it's been, good lord, 2014. So what is that, 10, 11 years now?
Yeah.
Prior to that, I actually used to release under my just my regular name, Joshua Fabian, or Josh Fabian. I'm on Beatport and all that. It's a lot of old school, like, well, I wouldn't say even old school. Is it old school? No, electro house stuff, electro house music. But I had that shift like 2014 is when I started getting involved with the LA techno scene quite a bit. There was this record label. I don't know if you were like in the loop back in 2014. There was this record label, Funk and Deep Records.
Oh yeah, I know
Funk and Deep, right? So I actually
Are they still around?
no, the dude, he disappeared off the face of the earth.
I think the first underground event I ever went to was a Funkin' Deep event.
So see, the first underground rave I played at was a Funk and Deep.
Really?
I opened up for Spartak back in 20.
Really? Oh, smart.
Spartak. So I actually no, I closed the night for him back in 2016.
Oh.
And I think Schmitty was playing to the guy that
I remember Schmitty.
Yeah, Schmitty. Yeah. So yeah, I've been around for a while, as you probably I'm lucky to say I've been around the scene for quite a bit.
So like what, 23, 21?
Lord, I was 23. I'm in my YouTube age. 24.
24.
24-ish. I met my wife around that time, so yeah, it's 24-ish.
You met your wife through the raving scene?
No, well, nursing school.
Oh, nursing.
Yeah, nursing school.
Right. Yeah.
Which it's funny how that works.
Like every Christian should. No,
yeah, right. Yeah, no. So it's funny because talking about my wife too. Like,
yeah.
She, I wouldn't say she dislikes techno or house, but she's she loves Mexican music, right? So she's big into like the romantic, like the romantic stuff. I don't know if you keep up with like Hispanic music.
I have a lot of. What kind of music does she like?
Oh, banda.
Yes, you see like Banda Recuerdo and stuff like that.
All that stuff, dude. Yeah, and honestly, you know what? It's great. I'll tell you why it's great, because it goes back to what I was telling you. You can only have so many things in the track in order for it to sound good, right?
Yeah.
So like you can only have so many like trumpets and vocals and drums in the track. And guess what? These people are dancing and singing to it, like, and you have to take that message back and bring it back to your art, right? Like,
Yeah.
Dude, you only need so much to make a banger. You only need like a few like things, But anyways, going back to the whole where were we at? Spartak 2016.
Yeah.
Funk and Deep. Yeah, great label. I was able to release 2 tracks with Mike. He's no longer, I don't know where I think he lives in Arizona somewhere, but I'm not sure what happened to him. Anyway, he was the kind of the catalyst to the whole, like, after 2014, like, let's get to working on some techno stuff. And I want to say around 2019, 2020, COVID hit. I actually had my child around that, my firstborn around that time. So everything changed, and I'm like, oh shit.
How old were you when you had your first kid?
I was 28. 28.
28.
28.
Okay.
So I was 28. Yeah. So life changing for sure.
I was about to say, like, it
Life
sounds
changing.
like you were deep into the whole scene.
I was deep into it,
and
and then
kid comes along.
kid pops out.
So I'm very
During COVID.
I'm very curious to know. Well, actually, I said there's a lot of things changing then during that time for you.
Dude,
Not only
wild.
having a kid, but like
Everything
life is
changed.
basically on pause. At
Life
this
is
point.
life is on pause, man. It was to this day probably the most challenging time of my life. It's
Really.
that's when I was like Josh, like, are you gonna continue pursuing music? Are you gonna stop? Like, what's your
That's the
plan?
big question, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so that was
Yeah,
big.
we can-
That was the big question, and that's when I put on my pants and I'm like, you can do both. Like, it's power of the mindset. You can do whatever the hell you want, right? And I thought to myself every single day, as I'm bottle feeding my kid, like, I'm gonna still do this. Like, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm still I'm still young. There's other artists that are they're doing the same thing I am. It's like they have kids too. They're still out there.
Work a full-time job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kevin Saunderson. He did it. With KMS Records and all that. He's got 4 kids, and he's still 60 years old, still doing it.
What is the kind of like? I can't picture what it's like to like make music and have a job, right? I can picture what it's like 'cause I played sports to like be a professional athlete and have a job. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of dedication do you need to music that you're like, I don't know if I can make music and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much dedication to music do you need that it was even a thought that you were like, I'm gonna quit making music?
It's honestly, it's just never entered my mind quitting.
I was gonna say in my mind, like,
It never really was, because I already had so many years in.
yeah.
I'm not gonna
Good
say I'm like
release, yeah.
I'm not a master Ableton user. I'm not by any means. I still think I'm a shit producer. I really do. I still think that way. And it's been 14 years, but I already from when I started back in 2011 back until COVID hit. I know you gain so much knowledge, and just like, why am I gonna just toss this all away? Like,
Yeah.
you just don't. And
I think I would hate myself if I ever just quitted.
yeah, I would hate you too.
Yeah.
I would hate you too.
But how much dedication do you need to it where it's like, oh, this is competing with my life?
Cool.
That's a good question,
That's a
and
great
I
question,
don't
yeah.
have the answer to that. I don't know.
When you say competing with your life, is like how much do I have to give it before it starts affecting my life outside?
Yeah, man. Like for me, when I was playing soccer, like wake up at 6, train for 2 hours, go to my job, after work, go lift weights, go like
There was a time.
there's
like,
stuff. Yeah.
There was a time where like I said no to everything and everyone, and I just would do that.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe like it's just a perfect scenario, right? Like, with my background as a registered nurse, maybe
Yeah.
just like automatically like organized. Like, I used to be an intensive care nurse.
It has to be organized.
You have to be organized. Maybe I feel like, and I still not might know the answer. That might be it.
Right.
I just feel like you just have to have that like mindset, like that. I can do this, and there's a time. If you allow yourself this time, you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
And along with that, there's this mixture of like, don't be afraid to get rejected, because dude, I've been rejected so much by like labels left and right.
Yeah.
Which is another
Oh,
can of worms.
It
man.
gets disheartening because like I'm doing my first release right now. The thing that I
Or
heard
who, by the way, I want to know.
Reload.
It's also reload.
You didn't tell me that.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah, in August.
Which one were you releasing?
August 2.
The one I showed you.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice.
But the one thing that I had to get used to was that like you send it all to these labels and you hear nothing.
You hear nothing, and
That's what sucks.
It's
like
that
left
gut-
in the
it's that
darkness. Yeah.
gut punch. It's literally, it feels like a gut punch.
Yeah. 'Cause
And-
you're hoping at least a response.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
So with that being said, like, I think that I've been rejected like at least 100, 200 times, like,
Yeah.
in my entire artist career. But it's part of the process, and once you get the right people to like back you up, I feel like you cherish those people, and you nurture them, and shit, you take them to dinner, man. Like, you buy them coffee because like, hey man, thank you so much for like giving me a shot. So I think it's probably a good time to probably talk about my discography, for that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so like I said, my name is Josh, Timekube Music. I've been doing this, I've been specifically focused on my techno journey since 2020. I've had releases with international and U.S. based labels, which I'm, like I said before, I'm just lucky to have that opportunity
Yeah.
to work with people in the UK, um, the Netherlands, here, like I said, Detroit. That's the most recent one that I'm just really happy that I was able to get connected with Kevin Saunderson and Dantes Saunderson. So I hope they're watching this because man, huge shout out.
Send it to them.
I will. And you know what's funny is like you made a little like snippet for me, right, from the work event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna send it to them.
Oh.
So I'm gonna send it to them. I'm hoping that they place it with that post.
Yeah.
So my anyways, going back, I'll talk about that right now in a second. But so yeah, so English labels, Dutch labels. There's a really big artist DJ in Belgium, Ramon Tapia. I don't know if you know Ramon Tapia.
Yeah.
So he was actually the one back in 2022 that I still have to thank him a lot because I sent him 4 tracks. He liked them all. He released them all like back in 2022. And after that, I feel like that was the big catalyst in my techno journey. I was like, okay, these tracks are getting sent out to everybody and their mother, like for promo, and it got really good DJ support from Europe, in Europe, mostly Europe. But you know, it's funny because you know I live in rural Southern California. Like you know, who is Timekube, right? I guess a little bit like it's kind of strange, right? It's kind of odd, but at the same time, what you have to notice is a lot of the LA based promoters they're watching too. They're looking out, like they keep an eye on the radar. So I mean, I started like thinking to myself back in 2022, like, you know what? I'd like to start, producing some more. I'd like to start performing some more. So let's start sending out emails, and that's it all it takes is that one email to get the promoter that like maybe he might have heard stuff right, and then I kind of went from there with 6 a.m. in particular.
When you said like it sounds like you obviously took a break for a while.
Yeah, so
when was it that you got back into it? I'm trying
So
to
I'm trying to put the timeline together. So yeah, I know, man, I'm all over the place, but you know what? We'll get there.
Yeah.
So 2020, let me go back. So 2020, I had 2021. I had I think I only had one EP release. It was actually a hard techno release. I was experimenting with hard techno back like when
I was on the come up when it was really like starting to like
when it was just barely starting to like get popular back in 2020. And I released with this label from Hungary. It was Hungary, DSR Digital. And they have a really cool promo pool at the time. And I guess what's her name? Amelie Lenz.
Oh yeah.
She actually picked up that EP and she played it in Awakenings during COVID.
I really, man.
Yeah. So yeah.
So very well established. So
So that actually got it's sick, dude. So I got 2 million views. Like, and then like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on around here? Like, I made the song with a like 6-month-old. Like, I was just fucking around. Like said 10 12 tracks. I was like, you know what? This would sound good with this. Like, and you know what? Like it worked out. And it just, like I said, I think it all came down to like just pushing that email out. It sent like, here, like, hey, listen to my track Rave Machine, and it worked out. And it's still getting played. I actually one of Hor Berlin, there was a DJ that played Hor Berlin, the little fucking bathroom. Yeah. I forget her name.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it was actually, and someone played it like a few months ago, and I'm like, oh, it's cool. It's still getting played, like like all these years. Like it's really dope, man.
How do you know or it's getting played? Do you see it on like your Instagram pop up?
There's song stats.
Oh,
it's like there's song stat. You get notifications too. So I always, it's always in like for content purposes.
Yeah.
Like, hey, like like just sharing your wins. It's always it's never
that's
a bad.
Cool.
It's never a bad thing, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2020 and 21 for me, and then 2022 I started releasing with Ramon Tapia. In Belgium, and he was able to release my 4-track EP. It was called Electric Sky. Electric Sky based off of EDC.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? That's another thing. That's another can of worms. So probably get to it. My whole like artist journey. So
yeah.
So 22 through 24 is when I got really close. I linked up with 6 a.m. So I submitted a DJ mix for 6 a.m.
Yeah.
For Reform. I'm like, you know what? I have nothing to lose. Like I'm gonna play for Reform. I will play for that was my mindset at the time. Like, I'm gonna play for Reform. That seems like a real dope party. I'm gonna give it a shot, right? So I submitted a 1-hour mix, and Marco hits me up. He's like, hey, we like your mix. All originals. That was probably
Really?
the wow factor is that I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna play all originals. I'm gonna make sure they listen to my music, and that was honestly the springboard to getting on the LA scene in particular is it was that freeform, so like the event, which I still think it was probably the coolest party, one of the coolest parties I've ever played.
Yeah.
Next to work, that was sweet. You were all over the place in that event.
And then that was fun.
That was
I was
a lot
having
of
the
fun.
time of my life.
So now I'm in a place 24, 25 and moving forward. I'm nurturing those relationships. I'm continuing to develop my own sound because it's always changing. I like all that stuff that's coming out of Europe. This whole hard groove stuff that's coming out.
Okay.
I'm incorporating a lot of the, if you
I've been
listening.
starting to hear.
Right. So I've been kind of like dabbling a little bit, but still keeping it, my own like Timekube style, stripped down, raw, like as simple as it gets, but still effective. So I have several releases coming out. I have my second release with KMS Records on August 8th. So keep an eye for that one. I have another release July 27th with Needed Pains, which I also like. Those guys with Denson Pico.
Oh yeah, dude.
Denson Pico. Yeah, so that's their label. They're having me having me back on July 21st or something. I forget. I'd have to check. And another EP, a collab with Kevin SVS, that's coming out.
Oh, nice.
Like probably September-ish.
Wait, self-release or with
collab?
Oh, with collab.
Collab. So yeah, like that's another thing too. Like this year, I've been doing a lot of collabs.
Yeah.
Kind of seeing what else like people out there are doing. So it's been.
Wait, is this like a new thing?
Yeah. So I don't usually collab. That's another thing because I don't, because it's just
What is it? Is it you just never just put the effort in, or is it more like I don't want to?
I'm a stickler, man. I feel like I'm a stickler. Yeah, it's a stickler, and at the same time I want to respect other people's like process or workflow. Like,
you never know what you're gonna learn.
You never know what you're gonna learn. So like with Kevin, he's he's a solid dude. He's had releases, I think, with Reload too, actually, right?
Yeah. No, he does. Yeah.
So anyways, we did a track that ended up on Synthetic, 6 a.m.'s label, Synthetic Sounds. And dude, we did that track in like literally like a day, like a few hours.
Wow.
So we actually recycled that same project. Oh, they're gonna hate when they hear this, if they ever hear this. So we recycled that same project and we used it for our future release. We actually we literally copy and pasted a lot of the same elements.
Yeah.
And we are making a separate release with that one. So like I said, a lot of the stuff that we do, that I do is I copy and paste. I use a lot of the same elements over and over and over again. So that's kind of what I got coming up, production wise.
Okay, you use a lot of the same elements, but are you like same elements, but you slightly tweak?
With slightly tweak, it depends how I feel. Because if I like that kick drum, I'm probably no one's gonna know. No one's gonna say, you know what, Josh, I ding you points. I ding you points for using that same kick drum. No one's gonna really care, honestly.
Let me ask you this though, for like when you are making music, especially like now, are you making music for fun or are you trying to like tell a story? Because I like what I've heard from a lot of artists is like, oh, I'm telling a story. But like, so are you still trying to tell a story or are you just trying to have people like move and groove?
I want to make people dance. And that's what I go into first.
Yeah.
Like, because by making people dance, therefore I feel like you're making the story. It's not about you anymore. It's about them making their own stories. If that makes any sense.
That makes sense, yeah.
You're making their own stories. You're Waleed. You're on the dance floor. You're listening to Timecube's jam.
Yeah.
You're writing your own story. And if I know you're doing that,
I associate that story with your music.
Yeah, and therefore you made me happy just by like you making your own story.
Yeah.
That's kind of like it's my output. It's like my therapy to do that for you.
Oh.
It's kind of weird, man. Like,
no, but it actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the story would be.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
My story would be to like get that to get 5 minutes, just capture 5 minutes of your time.
Yeah.
And
just kind of get lost in
the 5 minutes that I made.
Yeah.
Because right now 5 minutes is kind of like norm right now. 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Really?
I've been shortening my tracks a lot. I've been shortening my mixes a lot, and I hope that maybe you could kind of like with your future productions too.
Yeah.
Try it out. It works a lot. 1 minute intro, 30 seconds outro, whatever, 45 seconds, and everything. The meat and potatoes is squished in.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
I'm very interested now.
TikTok
Yeah.
generation.
Oh, it seems like you have a down to a science. You have a very distilled process for how you do things. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm getting it in minute intro, 30-second outro, so I got whatever's left in the middle to play with.
Yep. So talk about production. Production a little bit.
Yeah.
My goal is, when I'm starting a track, right? Let's say, I feel like making something stripped down and raw, but yet soulful, with like nice little vocals, or like, again, like nice little harmony. I'll sit on my library. I'll find maybe 10 elements that I like, and I'll stick to those 10 elements, and that's it. If I start getting all picky and choosy with other stuff, I know I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just delete what I have. This isn't working. I gotta find that kick drum that hits just right, that a few other like percussion sounds, and that's it. Like that's all I'm working with. Like I said, like I'm gonna show you a project one of these days, and you're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
You're gonna laugh at like, what the hell is this, dude? Like, you're like, that's it. But I think that's like the beauty of it, is like not looking outward for shit. Like, looking into whatever you're limited to. So it's go ahead.
That's a big thing. You limit yourself now.
Yeah, dude, I'm still working with my MacBook Pro from 2019 or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's my baby. And Pat, she's always telling me like, hey dude, like, it might be time to like upgrade. I'm like, yeah, buddy, I'll get to it eventually. Like, but this is still like
if it gets the job done, it gets the job done.
it's making bangers for you, man. Like
Yeah.
but it does have a point. I know I did upgrade to like Ableton Live 12 and all that. Like
Oh,
I was using 11 for the longest time, dude. Like, and making that switch last year or earlier this year, I'm still kind of like getting used to it. So,
But I think that's the thing. Sometimes we get a little too comfortable.
Yeah.
When we get our own system down, we're
Started-
a little
yeah.
hard to like branch out.
What is the relationship between a producer or like a DJ and their laptop? Because I'll tell you, like for me, someone who plays guitar, I have certain guitars that even though I know scientifically it doesn't make a difference, it's the same single coil in the guitar,
yeah.
I think it makes a difference
Yeah.
because like I've worn it in the way I want. Is there like a similar thing?
100%, yeah. So,
Okay.
I mean, like I think we spoke about it earlier. Is when I open up my laptop, I know exactly where everything is at.
Yeah.
I know exactly where like how my project file looks like, and I know where to go from. As soon as like I don't have to waste 2 hours to like figure shit out. I already have it set up the way I
Yeah.
want it.
No, that's exactly how I am. Like you tell me, hey, where's the kick drums? Like
There it
right
is,
off the
yeah.
top of my mind, I can tell you, just go to this file, this file, this file. This
Yeah,
file.
exactly. So I mean, I can pull a record that I did back
Mhm.
like 5 years ago, and I'll use that same loop just because it sounds great.
Yeah.
I might do that tonight actually. And I'm like, I'm starting
organizing.
organizing, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like again, like I've done that, dude. For the last 2 years, I've been recycling a lot of stuff, and like they're getting released on excellent labels. Like it's like Ramiro Lopez, right?
Yeah.
Odd Recordings. Back last year. Yeah, dude, that was that project. It was a trash project, man. Like I recycled some sounds. I sped it up a little bit just to get that like nice like rolling sound, and I sent it off, and dude, they picked it up. Like it's just hoping for the best, man. Like
Yeah.
it
So how did you network all these connections? So this is like literally this brute force going online and
brute force going online without sounding like an asshole. I
Yeah.
think that's the like we were talking about that on the way up here. Like having a
that
sense
big ego.
that big ego will screw up your career big time, dude. All it takes is just like, it's just honestly, I'm not saying to be nice. It's just to be like respectful of others
Yeah,
and their
genuine.
time,
Yeah.
because time is precious for all of us, right?
Yeah.
Like it did take some time to find that email though.
Yeah.
For Ramiro Lopez, it did take some networking. You have to ask other DJs around, like from like other places. That's what I had to do. Hey, X person, by any chance, for your release with Odd Recordings, like what's his email?
Yeah.
But again, like you have to have that rapport already. You have to be nice to people. Like, we're not nice, but you have to like
Yeah.
know them for a little bit.
And I think honestly the scene is small enough where your reputation gets known pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yes, that's
If
true.
you're known as a dick, guess what? A
Everyone's
lot of
gonna-
people's gonna hear about it right away.
Yeah.
Not a big scene.
It's not a big scene. People know each other.
People, yeah, that's what
know
I've
each
come to
other
learn.
quickly.
Is like it's not as big as people think it is. At least
It's not.
when it comes to like here.
Techno.
Yeah,
Techno and
especially,
house.
Yeah,
It's about who you know, and I'm blessed for all the connections that I've had over the past 15 years, because I know they people still come out of they come out of nowhere like, hey Josh, how you doing, man? You want to play a show in San Diego?
Yeah.
That's what happened with me. When I played at a this small venue out in San Diego. I forget the name of the neighborhood, but it was Angry Dog Records.
Oh, I know Angry Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Angry Dog Records. The owner, I know the owner. We used to release on the same label, Plasma Pool, from way back in the day. He hit me up and he's like, "Hey man, you want to come out and play? You might be the headliner for our show." I'm like, "Hell yeah, send it."
Yeah, I'm very curious to know, like, when you start releasing on labels, does it open your network even larger, or
Yeah.
do you ever see it kind of,
Yes.
not just with the exposure of your track, but like, say, like your network or the resources you
Yes.
gain access to things?
Definitely 100%. With the label itself, it depends on which label you're releasing with. For example, let's say a Reload, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I'm sure they have a massive promo pool, right? So I'm sure a lot of DJs probably have the capability of like downloading your track for promo purposes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know that. I don't know if they reached out to you yet. But anyways,
No.
for example, in my case, let's talk about odd recordings, right? So odd recordings will pick up your track. It'll get mastered, mixed, and artwork's ready. So maybe like a month prior to release, they'll send you and hundreds of DJs a promo pack with your track included. And with this promo pack, it's like feedbacks included, like a rating system kind of deal.
Okay.
So you get to see like Carl Cox, or you get to see Richie Hunn, or you get to see Kevin Saunderson, Alan Fitzpatrick. You'll see them like viewing your track. You see them actually clicking play, which is kind of cool. You get to see if they listen to it or download the track. That's the ones you kind of want.
Yeah.
Download your stuff so you can play it later. So like once you start to see them like downloading your stuff, then you're like, okay, like like you're gonna get a shot at getting some really good exposure here.
Yeah.
And then that's when you start to see like Spotify numbers start to like kind of slowly creep up.
I see.
So like that's what happened. For example, I released a track with my friend Melvin in the Netherlands. We did a collab together last year. It was released on Union 3. I don't know if you've heard of Union 3.
No, I haven't.
It's one of like it's like Spartak Ramiro Lopez's like little like joint thing together. Anyways, huge promo pool. Like it was like it literally every DJ in Europe, it has access to this promo pool. They he got picked up by Carl Cox. He downloaded it, and like there within the span of a few months, you just see it getting played everywhere, every single festival in Europe, like Awakenings and like Glastonbury. Like it's like it's wild. It's wild to see because like it really makes a difference which labels you pitch your music to. It really does. That's like probably the biggest factor is
I mean, I feel like when you start, you kind of do more of like a spray and pray method, but have you gotten more like surgical with who you find your track?
over time.
Yeah.
Once you're as your sound is kind of getting fleshed out, and your network starts to kind of get kind of laser focused in a little bit, then you kind of start to see that. Yeah. So I mean, for example, like with Reload, you're gonna see like now you're gonna get the attention of a lot of the sister labels that are nearby in Europe. Like gonna be like, hey, Walitzo's pretty good. Like let's hit him up, which they actually do. Like they actually, hey Josh, how you doing? You got any tracks for us? So it's that network, dude. Yeah, it's always good to like nurture that stuff.
So I mean, like, okay, you're at this point now. You're releasing a good amount of tracks this year.
At least a few packs, at least a few EPs a year.
Yeah. Intentionally and potentially moving out here.
Right.
So obviously you're dad. You have your career, like pretty much a 9 to 5. You already have like a whole life, but you're starting to get back into this more and more from what I'm understanding. But where do you want to go with music?
As far as it goes, man.
Yeah. Like, are you like touring level?
My plan is to establish myself,
Yeah.
not only locally but internationally too, because like again, I'm in that position where I've been blessed to know the connections, and have people that are willing to like hear me out and potentially look outside of the U.S. would be amazing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That'd be that because that's an American artist right now playing in Europe is kind of a rare deal. Like, why not? Let's do it.
That's actually very true. I
Yeah,
don't know.
like one I can think of, the only guy I can think of, like that's several artists.
Yeah.
I think of Truncate. I think of like A Vision.
Yeah.
Who else?
What's his name?
There's a few out there.
There's a few.
Kevin Saunderson too, man. I know I'm telling you, they, that would be the I wouldn't say the end goal, but that would be the dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, slowly but surely. I'm not in any rush at all. I'm just having fun, making my raw stripped down tracks right now. Just
Yeah. Are you trying to get? How about the social media marketing aspect of things?
oh man, I suck at that stuff, dude. As a nerd, it's hard, dude, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I do what I can with the time I'm given, and I just want to make people dance, man. That's what I'm here for, and I think
Where did this all start?
so where did this all start, huh?
Yeah, like
Oh,
we're
wow.
talking about all this, but I want to know, like, what was that like catalyst that just kind of
Dude,
got the dominoes falling?
so I grew up in an ultra conservative household. Very, very
Catholic?
Christian.
Christian, okay.
Very extremely Christian.
Like,
Very
about Sunday church.
no, you go to church Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Yeah.
Whoa.
Which I mean it was good and bad. But the whole conservative aspect, I feel like
Yeah.
it really I felt like someone put a cap on my career or on my music taste, right? I was exactly, I wasn't allowed to listen to certain things, and that really left a big impact on me. And I feel after, I grew up a little bit, I grew up some more. I'm like, it felt like the kind of the volcano exploded, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, here we go.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's where it all started. A lot of gospel music, a lot of Spanish gospel music. Very again, music is all it's a universal language, right? Like it's all about harmonies and about
Rhythm.
rhythm,
Yeah.
several instruments.
Did any of that influence your productions now, or do you think you kind of like completely
I think I went the complete
opposite direction?
opposite tribal animalistic sounding stuff.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it is, it's funny how it worked out for me. But I do obviously, that's personal life stuff. Like I do thank my parents for like, giving me a moral compass.
Yeah.
I mean, giving me that empathy. I am a nurse, right? I feel like I have that degree of empathy.
Yeah.
I'm not really a selfish kind of guy. I was seek to give out, right? But I think that kind of translates into my music, But after that whole like ultra conservative stage of my youth, like 13, 14, I started to kind of experiment with like hip hop. I was able to sneak a few CDs in, USB sticks, CDs, man. Yep.
Were you conservative too, or was it just like you had to follow the
I had to follow the trend.
Yeah, you had to
follow
follow it,
the
but
trend.
you weren't deep down. You knew this was not
Yeah, that wasn't me.
you.
But I'll never forget when I picked up the CD for 50 cents.
Get rich or die trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying. 2003.
Change your life, boy.
Doctor, dude, those drums. I think honestly those drums are probably like, dude, this is amazing. Like and then started like researching about the drums and stuff, like like how it was made, like like the Dr. Dre method, like it's very like again very like a few melodies, a few drums here and there, and like you like and then a few years later, I heard of Daft Punk, and honestly, dude, like, and I'm sure you can kind of agree, it's very innocent music.
Yeah.
I mean, that stuff is very innocent. It's like a complete opposite of hip hop, but that like innocence and that like of that Daft Punk's Discovery, for example, dude, that stuff is great.
Yeah.
I think that album was it's funny. I heard this in a previous podcast too. By the way, I forget who you had on that talking about Daft Punk's Discovery. Anyways, Daft Punk's Discovery, I think that was the thing. I'm like, you know what? Electronic music is amazing. I need to do this too. I need to figure out my own way to do things. So I ended up getting a pirated copy of FL Studio back in like 05, 06.
What's the Pirate's Day?
It's probably a lot of LimeWire. I forget what it was, dude. And I kind of just tinkered around throughout my childhood, but then I started taking it a little bit more seriously, like maybe 2008, 2009, 2010
Yeah.
is when I had my first unofficial release. I actually listened to it in the car when coming up here.
Nice.
It's 2010. It's dog shit, man. Back when Minimal House was a thing.
Okay.
Minimal House, it was like a lot of bleeps and bloops, and
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I was like, this is garbage, man. But good times. It was
So
still.
like it's a nice little checkpoint to see like that's
Yeah.
where I was. This is where
That's
I'm
for
now.
yeah. And so Daft Punk's Discovery was the big one. I'm sure you heard this one before too, but Justice, man.
Oh yeah.
Those guys, but only
Yeah.
Cross. I don't know about the other stuff.
That's the only good album they made, bro.
Well, they made it with GarageBand. That's what I heard.
I get, bro. That album, every track holds up.
Yeah, I know. I've listened to that one.
But anything else they make, you're like, oh, this is alright.
And dude, that album was Frankenstein. Like they took snippets from all over across the internet at the time,
Yeah.
and they just threw it all together. Michael
amazing.
Jackson claps from 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die
Yeah.
Trying. They just threw all that stuff together in the club, right? And I'm sure you know that story. Yeah. Like, and I'm like, dude, this is great. I need to do that. Like, I need to get on the ball. Like, this is sick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I started experimenting a lot with electro house and all that stuff. So I started doing the same stuff. I just grabbed snippets off of YouTube, which I still do, by the way. I have no shame about it.
Good.
You
You shouldn't.
no, yeah, I just you just hear all these like snippets of like whatever you like, and you just fine tune it, pitch it in that same, make a nice little pattern off of it, and go to town with it. I still do that.
Yeah.
It's always fun to like go out there and just Frankenstein
Sample,
things, the
yeah,
samples,
the
dude.
sampling. That's
Sound to sound. Sound is sound.
Do you generally listen to like one kind of music, or do you listen to like a wide range of music, and then that's how you're able to like pick samples?
I try to listen to everything.
Okay.
It's not being
Yeah.
like, anything from country to banda,
Yeah.
to like, just, pick up, just, just hearing, just always just being on the lookout for something that sounds nice. But, at the same time, I have my style, like, keeping it within that warehouse kind of raw, stripped down vibe. And dude, sound is sound. Like what a mentor told me once was like that. Once you start to see sound like plastic, like Play-Doh, then like that's the game changer for you. You can make at this day and age, you can make anything sound like anything you want. I argue that. I really think you can.
Yeah.
You can throw anything you want on a sampler, and you can go to play with it.
Twist
Just twist whatever the hell you want, and that could be your lead. That could be your melody. That could be like your
Yeah.
3-note melody.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
And with the tools that you limit your tools, you can go to
Yeah.
town. And I think, and I look back now, I think that's what like Daft Punk and like Justice will that's something that you have to learn from them, is that's what they were doing at the time too.
Mm.
They would pick up these little pieces of whatever they liked at the time back in 1999, 2007, and they would stitch stuff together. Like, I can do the same too. So no, I don't use synths, man. I don't use synths. I don't really use much presets unless I find a sound I like. I'll give it a try. But otherwise, my thing is sampling. I love sampling.
Okay.
That's where the fun is at.
Yeah.
That's where.
You ever take like any just like tracks that you find like music and then just I'm gonna take this vocal out?
Yeah,
and-
maybe. You'll never know.
No, yeah.
You'll never know. You'll be like, that little half second, no one's ever gonna know. Like I said, no one's gonna grill you for it. But I mean, I think if it's done tastefully, you can
Yeah.
definitely you can get away with it. You can.
I'm curious to know like how often are you producing now? Like,
Um,
2 hours a week, 3 hours.
2 hours a week, if that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I've
So
been.
you gotta be intentional.
I have to go in there and say, I heard something I like today on the radio. Let's sample it. Or I heard this house track. I like that organ sound on that house track. Let's flip it. Let's just sample that little organ piece. Let's make a techno track with it.
Can you get a track done in 2 hours? You think?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think so. I think if I Frankenstein it enough and I like it,
Yeah.
have a nice
How long would you say like a production takes for you?
like 4 hours for something good.
Oh,
4 to 8
like we're
hours.
talking about full automation arrangement.
Yep,
Everything.
4 to 8 hours. 4 to 8 hours. Like I said, I have certain tools I like to use.
Yeah.
I have certain like reverb presets on Ableton I like to use, and I like to just repeat it.
Yeah.
I think once you find that right method of building up tension and release that tension, then you got it made. So by that I mean what I typically do with my productions is if I want to build up tensions on the dance floor, play that reverb and the delay a little bit, but just not too much, just enough to start playing with filters a little bit, cutting off that kick, and just build up tension and then just drop it but not too much. Like I feel like just being subtle about it. That's kind of my style. If you listen to a lot of my tracks, I won't do heavy drops or anything like that. It's just very subtle, delay, just looping the delay, just from dry to wet, just playing around with it and just seeing what sticks, experimenting a little bit.
You got them down to a science. You your productions really well.
Well, it's about getting people to dance, and I feel like that's once you get oh, okay, this is gonna make the dance floor lose its shit. I think once the dry wet signal is a big deal.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, dry, and it doesn't have to be crazy. All you have to do is just find that one preset you like, that little reverb tail, whatever you like, just play with it a little bit. You don't even have to use that. All you really have to use is an EQ, just cut off the lows from a kick drum for a few bars and just release it. That's you're releasing tension that way.
Yeah, no, makes sense.
And that's what you want to do is when you're on the dance floor is when is this kick drum gonna come in? I need to hear it. It's got to come.
Teasing them a little.
Yeah, with reverb on the kick drum a little bit. You gotta just tease them a little bit. It's fun. It's fun. That's my spiel. That's when it comes to production. Just very simple. Just keep it simple, stupid.
But do you ever? I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. KISS.
Yes. That applies to my productions, and it's gotten me this far, dude. Honestly.
Well, what about when it comes to sound design? Do you is that really whatever?
It's kind of whatever.
Yeah, it's not something you really put too much effort in these days.
No, I really don't. I hate to repeat myself, but if I got someone to dance with a rip sample of the Bee Gees, then that's fine with me. If the quality is dog shit, who cares?
Yeah.
I'll just widen the stereo image just a little bit.
A little bit of reverb, a little bit.
Yeah, just widen the image a little bit. There's a little tool in Ableton. It's called Utility. You just kind of mess with that audio and stereo, dude. That's all you really need. No one's gonna know it.
So I feel like your effects chains that on your stems are very simple.
It's a whole rack. It's a whole rack. So I have filter, EQ, reverb. It's a rack of at least probably 10 per channel. And depending on what I'm throwing on that channel, either activated or deactivated.
Yeah.
Very, very. It's simple and very simplistic. A lot of head tilting too, because you know how it's kind of sideways. You have to.
Yeah.
But
so I'm very curious to know when you said you're starting to do collabs right now.
Yep.
And is SVS the first collab you?
That's no. That would be the second artist that I'm collabing with in the span of 2 years. That was fun.
Yeah.
The collab with SVS was a lot of fun because we're not really people that collab too much, and he's a parent as well.
Yeah,
he's got it. So it was manic, but it worked, and it worked great because we got to release at 6 a.m. We weren't even expecting that, and all it took was an email. Hey Marco, we have a track for you. Or actually, he reached out to us. Even better.
Yeah.
He reached out to us hey, do you have any spare tracks laying around? It was for the LA fire relief thing earlier this year.
Oh, okay.
He's hey, you have any spare tracks lying around? We're well, actually, we kind of do.
Oh shit! The timing doesn't work out perfectly.
It worked out perfectly, dude. Sometimes you just have to wait for that door to open, and things just literally fall on your lap.
Yeah.
And all respect to 6 a.m. and Marco, thank you. But if you're prepared for shit to happen, it'll come. If your luck factor will.
From what I understand, from a lot of people I know, or the people I've had on the interview, a lot of them have gotten integrated with the scene through, volunteering for 6 a.m. or X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
Yours was more just socializing?
Socializing, production, and DJ oriented. Hey, here's my DJ mix. I'm not from the area, but regardless, I love
exactly. So you have a little bit of a roadblock.
Yeah. With that being said, it's I do live in a rural area. San Bernardino is very widespread, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is start to connect more with the San Bernardino scene too.
I was gonna say, yeah, what's the scene like?
So they do have several collectives in Riverside and San Bernardino. There's this guy, Daniel Martinez, out in San Bernardino. Daniel Martinez. He runs Canopsic music events. And it's very hypnotic, raw techno stuff. We're kind of in talks right now too. I've submitted him some stuff too. So hopefully down the road that'll work out.
Yeah.
If it does, please come by.
Let me know. Yeah. I want
Please
to
come by.
check it out, yeah.
You as well.
I would love to see
You gotta
him.
get
I don't
started
hear
here.
about it.
Yeah. It'd be cool. Just like
I wanna pop your cherry.
yeah, it's good times all around. I remember like so kind of going back to my story, growing up ultra conservative. I My first rave was it wasn't until 2015 Beyond Wonderland.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I actually
took you, or
Were you in college?
I was in nursing school.
Yeah, you were in college. Yeah, you don't do that at home. What are you gonna tell your parents?
I was in nursing school. One of my buddies in nursing school, Eddie, he was telling me, "Hey man, let's we got Carl Cox and who else is playing? He's playing at that tent. What's the name of that tent? Good lord, I forget. Back in 2015. Anyways, it was a techno tent, right? I was into at the time the funk and deep stuff. It was kind of like it was in that like 128 BPM hard hitting like driving techno stuff was in, and that was life changing, man. That was great. Beyond Wonderland was sick, and I'll never forget that that tent. It was seeing Carl Cox was probably the coolest thing ever. To this day, I always think about that that moment in time, that 1 hour time frame 10 years ago, back in
It
2015.
just stuck with you.
And dude, like now he's playing my tracks. That's
Yeah.
freaking sick. That's the dream. Like that's
Yeah.
I am still like in shock that I see my vision for what people should dance to, seeing that played in festivals and clubs. That's the coolest thing.
That was a good lineup that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chami was there. T.S. Jovic, Jazz Tag.
There. Yeah. Very. Yeah. Back in-
Fucking like all those guys.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And their sound has really changed. Too.
So one of your friends at school said, "Hey, let's go to a rave."
Yeah, let's go to a rave. Let's
And you
go
were
do it.
"Oh, I've never been to one. I'm down for it."
I mean, I'm just a guy that makes music on his laptop. I don't know if I'm about it, but he's like, let's go anyway. Come on, dude. Like, let's break out of your shell a little bit.
Yeah.
And
But you were making music,
I was still making music.
but you weren't going to
I
the.
was, yeah,
Wow.
because I was still under that kind of conservative umbrella, so.
Yeah.
But you still gotta grow up a little bit, and that's when the whole thing kind of was eye opening too.
It's great. My man was making crack, but he wasn't doing crack. That's wild.
Yeah, it's like some cartel style stuff.
Right.
Don't touch the product. Don't
touch
touch the product. But yeah, you make the product, but
Don't touch the product.
Yeah.
man.
So very very strange introduction to rave.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Very unique.
Very very unique, man.
Usually it's complete opposite.
Yeah.
method, yeah.
Completely came in from a producer standpoint. DJ wise, I was introduced to Tractor, and that's how I kind of got my feet wet with DJing. I stopped using Tractor back in 2022.
Oh, you did that? Hated lugging around a laptop everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I picked up the Tractor X1 and the Z1,
Mm-hmm.
and those things are great. I miss them. I really do miss them. I miss the effects on that thing, but I moved on to Pioneer, and I kind of got to know how the Pioneer stuff works. And
Are you using when it comes to DJing? Are you using multiple?
It's,
two?
I mean, I have a XDJ setup back home. It's
Oh, okay, okay.
it's very simple, very simplistic, just enough for me to practice when I actually do play.
Yeah.
I know what the hell I'm doing. I still consider myself a terrible DJ. More of a
That's not what I saw.
more of a tastemaker. I know that I have a playlist in my head. I know what I want to play. I want to play my stuff because that's I'm at this point where I want to play the music that I'm making just because that's the big that is the biggest dopamine hit.
The goal is to play an hour set of purely your originals.
That'd be the dream. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of great producers right now. They're making excellent stuff too. Like I have
don't
to
know.
play their stuff. I don't know if you remember back in the work event, I played Funky Town remix of Funky.
Yeah, I did. That was fun.
That was fun. I like I said, I think it's all about, for me, it's about making taste making, right? Like creating a vibe now.
And that's what I liked too. It was like, I'm very familiar with the scene. I'm very familiar with the music. But when you threw out that Funky Town, I was like, that's kind of cool. It's a little refreshing, a little
It
different.
was refreshing. You know why? Because it's a hypnotic vibe. It's very, I mean, it's a
Exactly.
very
That's what
evolved
I'm saying.
hypnotic vibe. but I just didn't give a shit. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Like,
And yeah, and then I remember that now. Yeah, like I remember that specific track. I was like, that is the track.
that was actually Densa Pika track.
Oh, is it there?
Densa Pika, Funky Brown.
Funky Brown.
Funky Brown.
I am so gonna
That,
listen
yeah,
to that.
that, I'll send it to you. It's on
Yeah.
that man, that song, dude. And like, why can't I play a like? And again, that goes to like my style. I like it when artists they copy and paste shit like disco stuff.
Yeah,
And it's a whole ass track. Let's be real. Like,
yeah.
Densa Pika, they ripped off like a whole piece of a track, but it works. Like, who cares? Like, it's great. It sounds great in a warehouse, and I mean,
Mhm.
you remember, like, it makes me happy. You know, like
It does. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you know,
But it's
Uh,
probably like a great feeling when you're on. Like I'm pretty sure it's a great feeling getting to see your music being played by others, but pretty sure it's another level when you get to be behind it.
oh yeah, it's the biggest,
Yeah, like it's a
dopamine.
high.
Yeah, it's man.
Do you like? So one thing I really like about house music in particular, maybe not techno as much, but like house does a lot of remixes of well-established songs, right?
Yep.
When you're playing this set and you know that you're about to bring up a song that is like a song, like a remix of a song that everybody knows,
Yeah.
do you get excited?
I've never really thought about that either. I come more of like this standpoint, like I'm gonna support the artist, really.
Interesting.
Yeah, like, you know, like they took the time to like completely rework this thing. Like, let's give this guy a try.
You don't get hype knowing like, oh, this is like,
I never thought about that, dude.
yeah, there's a remix to My Love by Murph
Okay.
Mhm.
that I absolutely love it. And I'm wondering like if you're playing a DJ set, like are you seeing what's coming up next and you're just like, I'm about to fucking cook with
Bro-
all of this. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I should think. Like,
You should
Yeah.
I'll think about that next time. Like,
Yeah,
let's throw this in. Like, let's.
rub your hands together like they're about to go off
But
on
they're
this.
about to go off.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably my biggest weakness right now. Is like, I think probably like 2 minutes away. I'm not thinking about the big picture.
Interesting.
I think for me it's very selective. There's a few tracks that I know and love.
Mm-hmm.
So like one example, Pleasurecraft last year played one track that I've been wanting to hear for like 7 years, but no one ever played it. And he played it. So when I heard it coming up, I'm like,
Oh man.
yeah, like this is it.
You hear it like even before like the full mix is on, right?
I fucking, because I know that song so well. I heard the bass line of it, and I'm like, I know that fucking bass line so well.
How excited did you get?
Dude, I told everyone to shut the fuck up and let me listen.
Let me listen.
Like, no one touched me, no one talked to me. I won't listen.
Bro, you have to like one of these days. Like, I hope I get. I would love to meet the guy, Kave, right?
Yeah.
One of these days. Like,
Dude.
that's see, and I've been listening to the dude for the last 13 years, man.
Yeah.
Ever since he was doing like that 120 BPM shit, that
Mhm.
funk. I don't know if you were like kind of kept, dude, like that stuff from like back in the day.
Crazy.
And I've DM'd the guy like, dude, like I miss your stuff from like 2012, and like, you know, I get back like a LOL emoji or something. But dude, like I good dude, man, solid dude,
Yeah.
solid dude,
I have a lot of respect for him because he kind of pioneered his own sound.
cosmic
The
techno.
whole cosmic thing, it was,
Yeah,
I love it. Personally,
Yeah.
this like what I love too is that he's able to do it in a very melodic yet danceable way.
he spawned a whole like culture out of that one. I would argue like there's a lot of
Great.
people they
Very-
copy him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very cool dude, man. That's one his sound after 2018. There was that one release he did back in 2018 when Kraftwerk was kind of changing. What's the name of that track? It was one track in particular, and he does like this thing with like with this lead sound. It sounds like an elephant almost. Like,
Primordial.
yes,
I love that track.
dude, that track.
Fucking love that track.
Dude, I remember listening to that track. I was working intensive care. It was like 1 in the morning, right? I was taking a break, and I'm like, let's go on Spotify. Let's see what this guy's about. Like, I haven't listened to Pleasure Craft in a minute. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? I was literally like, I was in tears like by the end of my shift.
What
I'm
I
like,
love about
wow,
that track is the drums are so good on that.
Really?
Groovy. Personally, for me, like it's very simple, but
Yeah.
it caught me.
it was the melody for me.
The melody was great too. It just worked so well. The composition was.
The reverb. And I don't know. I would love to like see how his
I guarantee you, it's gonna be super simple.
I'm sure it is too. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
He has, like I said, he has his own craft.
Yeah. What? It's
Was it
two
K?
guys, right?
Not anymore.
Oh, not even.
Well, I think it's just I don't know about the other dude.
Oh, okay.
I know back in the day it was 2 guys, but now it's just
Yeah,
one.
because I talked to him once at a Reform event, and I asked him like, what is it for you that the biggest key takeaway for production? He said it's like, for him, it's learning how to make a attention grabbing hook.
A hook.
A hook. something that you can replay over and over again that doesn't get old.
Doesn't get old.
But if I can, this, you know,
So
triggers this into your brain.
I saw Pleasure Craft probably at the same party back in 22 or something like that.
I think it was around that time. Was it that when they had it in the?
It was a cool venue.
But it was like a clean.
It was a very clean warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
there.
It must have been. I think you played with Panpot.
Yeah, that was there.
Okay. So I was behind the DJ booth. I remember that. I could have took a peek at his tractor.
Yeah.
He was looping the same shit. So yeah, he was looping one part literally for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this guy he's cheating. But you know what? Like you said, he has this little like piece, little hook that's like awesome. He's gonna just keep it there, just in case. Like, and dude, the guy, yeah, very, very. That was a cool party too.
Yeah.
I owe 6 a.m. I owe Reformed, the guys that run Synthetic and Dirty Epic. I owe them a lot, dude. They're great people.
Yeah.
I think that that's one of the crews out in LA that I will cherish like forever. Like they gave me a shot, and I feel like now I'm at the point where I can kind of bring something of value back, internationally. I can bring something back. So I actually have a 6 a.m. guest mix coming up next in like a couple weeks.
Couple weeks. This will be what, on SoundCloud?
Yeah, it'll be on SoundCloud. It'll be on SoundCloud. Thanks to Kevin for hooking me up with that one.
Yeah.
Later this week. Later this July 21st, actually, Insomniac is gonna have me on their radio show too.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so
So it was like a competition that you entered.
no, it was just like a one of my friends. His name is Miguel Insicle. He was like, "Hey, dude, you want to play for a radio show on Insomniac Radio?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, like let's do it."
So you recorded a mix and submitted it.
So it's funny. So it was a mix. I had I submitted for a DJ contest in San Bernardino with Daniel Martinez.
Yeah.
So I didn't get picked up, but now I'm having Insomniac play it. Like you know what? It's funny how things work out. What it's just never give up, right? Like someone else is gonna be like, this is sick. Like who cares?
Do you have any events coming up actually?
I am patiently waiting.
Okay.
I'm not in a rush at all.
That's fair.
They come when they come. I'm at this point now where I have my own style. If the promoter,
Whoever wants it will come to you.
whoever wants it will come to me. That's what happened with the previous in April, the work event. I guess I fit the lineup, and Marco texted me and he was like, "Look, you fit the vibe. You want to play?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Dude.
So and that's another kind of worms. This is when the whole you advertise yourself deal kind of comes up too.
Yeah.
You sell yourself up, not down. With all respect to 6 a.m. Like I not to toot my horn or anything, but once you get to like a certain level with releases and your credibility, it's time to start you don't play for free anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, your time is valuable.
Yeah, so that's kind of something I'm still learning with the help of my wife, actually.
Knowing your worth.
Sure, you don't sell yourself short, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, so
That's fair.
so like even like with tech I play with for Techno fam last year too, it's always about just strategic marketing yourself, don't sell yourself
You
short.
know what you bring to the table.
So I opened for Brennan Gray that night
That's dope.
that was a cool night
That's
back
cool.
in last year.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that one too. That was a sick and those guys are great too. Techno fam. What's his name? The guy that runs it. What's his name again? Good Lord, I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name.
Yeah. But their whole crew is what's his name? Tattoo Pudge. And his partner, I forget his name. Anyways, good people too.
Yeah.
They've given me again, and they see what you're working on with other promoters. They're gonna reach out to you, and that's how it's been for me.
Damn.
It's about not being an asshole, honestly.
Yeah. Do you ever have to deal with assholes, or have you gotten pretty lucky?
I due to the nature of my career,
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
yeah.
Work
So,
at
man,
a- work out of prison.
hey man, corrections changes everything.
Yeah,
It's just like, dude, like just brush it off. Like, okay, dude,
Yeah,
whatever.
Trying to build tough skin is like, all right, whatever.
You build tough skin, and like I said, it's like the perfect match. This was meant for me. Everything kind of collided when it was supposed to. So
Damn, dude.
it's
That's exciting.
that's my story, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we pretty much already hit the hour, so
Really?
yeah. Up to you, unless there's other things you want to talk about. I'm happy to keep going.
Check out my channel, Timekube Music, timekube.techno on Instagram. I'm on Spotify, Instagram, all of that, iTunes.
Are you on Tidal?
What's that?
Are you on Tidal?
Tidal.
Tidal.
It's like the Spotify, but better quality.
Oh, Tidal.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking like the title for what, dude? I'm like Tidal. Apple Music, all that. I have again, I have release coming up.
Cube with the K.
With a K.
Yeah, I think we got to tell people that.
Yeah, Timekube with a K. Several releases this month as well as next month. The one I'm most hyped about is the Kevin Saunderson release with KMS Records. That's
that one coming out?
August 8th.
August 8th. Okay.
So that's one I'm gonna definitely push because that'd be really dope to get a hold of the Detroit crew and look at like movement set next year. That would be the dream.
Yeah.
That would be something like, I will definitely figure out how I'm gonna what kind of emails I'm gonna send for that one because
So do you have like next year? Do you have like goals set for yourself?
more gigs, definitely more gigs. Continue to push a modern sound, whatever's coming out with my own twist with it.
Do you have like numbers in terms of the amount of releases you try to hit every year?
At least 3 EPs a year. 3 or 4 EPs a year.
What EPs? So
EPs. Yeah,
I know, but like how many tracks? I would say like
at least 2 to 3.
Okay.
So I have so my releases this year. So I have one release with Needed Pains with Dead Sapika's label. It's gonna have 3 tracks. That's a collab as well. There's another one. The KMS release is gonna have 2 tracks. And there's that last one with it's a label from Turkey, Jeton Records. That one has 3 tracks. One is a remix from about Agent Orange.
I'm not.
Agent Orange DJ.
I'd have to look then.
Really solid old school DJ.
Yeah.
You'll like his stuff. It's in that same like realm as like 2012 Pleasurecraft. You should look him up. It's really cool. It's very well known DJ from New York.
Okay.
Ara. He's an Armenian dude from New York. Really solid dude too. So
yeah,
check him out.
Okay, dude.
But that's what I got going on. Check me out.
Exciting.
Yeah, man.
I'm honestly really excited for you to see what else you come up with.
Thanks,
especially when
man.
I can bring you back next year.
Yeah,
because I want to see.
Let's do a desert party. That's what we.
Oh yeah, I think what we're gonna definitely do. I think for you, when we get you on the Xeta and Friends episode, we're probably gonna come out to you.
Come out, man. We'll have
I'll record everything. Maybe have Pash and a couple other guys.
That'd be cool. Like just like something like real simple, real low key.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah. Well, let's have the decks and then just the speakers and the small speakers and
small speaker, and then just record everything.
Yeah, I know that Deuce has been wanting to go out to the desert for a while.
Really?
Now, so he's been asking me.
It's fun, dude, because it's like where I live. It's very residential, but like literally like half a mile.
Go like a little bit out, and you can't even hear shit.
You can't hear shit. It's windy, but not that windy. It's like the fall would probably be the best time to do it. Man. It's fun, dude. It's you got time for a story?
Yeah,
before we close out. So I was invited to play at Subterranean Dwellers party. I don't know if you know about that promoter, Subterranean.
No.
Okay. Anyways, they do a lot of side trance, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they have like a techno stage or whatever. And they were like, hey Josh, you want to come out and play at a party in the middle of the Mojave Desert? It was like way out past like Barstow. I don't know if you guys know where Barstow is.
Oh, I know where Barstow.
It's like 30 miles north of Barstow, right? And I'm over here like gung ho, like let's do it. Like I'm a desert rat, like I can get there. So it was like mind you, I had a 6-month-old at the time. I still think that was the worst like choice I've ever made. So I had I luckily at the time, this is 2021, I had a Jeep. I had a lifted Jeep.
Okay.
So I drove out to Barstow. I drove out, started driving these dirt roads, and I got to the event. I played the event. It was cool. It was like a couple people dancing, but it was cool nonetheless, right? And I'm like, all right, guys, thanks for having me. I'm out. I got daddy duties back home. So I got lost in the desert.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that was a fun time, man.
You
never again.
The desert though. Huh?
I mean, it was you know what? Never again.
Yeah, never again.
I mean, right place, right time.
Yeah.
But that was a very scary moment driving back with a lifted Jeep, like balls deep in Mojave Desert. And it was I don't even know how I got out of that one. I think I saw light somewhere, ended up just driving towards the light, and ended up being Highway 58 or some shit. I'm like, all right, well, Yeah, like big save and
Save, yeah.
big save. But yeah, I'll stick to the warehouse parties
At
downtown.
least
and
I know
that.
how to get home from there.
Yeah, I mean, at least from there, like I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
Okay, one more question. I'm very curious to know.
Yeah.
Like, you have kids now. They're what? How old are they?
5 and 1, 2 boys.
Is a 5-year-old starting to like?
He tells me in the car for the past month, he said, "Dad, you got to play house music." I'm like, "What?"
Damn.
Like, you got to play house music. Like what playlist do you want to listen to on Spotify? Like, house music. I was like, "What the hell is this, man? This is cool."
I know. It's a trip.
Yeah, so over here listening to what's one song he likes? "Move Your Body" by Marshall Jefferson.
Nice.
Move your body.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, great track.
Dude, that's crazy. It's
It's cool,
to
man.
see, honestly, like your
It's-
kids kind of like adopt your passion.
And honestly, like the music itself, like it's like I always go back to it. It's really innocent, dude. Like dance
Yeah.
music, like I mean, even I would argue like a lot of the stuff, like it's very pure, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
with
like,
intentions. It's not
yeah,
right to.
it's
It's supposed to invoke a very like positive.
positive,
image.
and like seeing that in my kids, it's dope.
Yeah.
It's sick, dude.
That's awesome. Hopefully they start producing, and then
I mean,
you have
yeah,
back to back with your kid.
they can take the name over. They can take the name over
That'd be
at some point, But thanks for having me on.
Yeah, dude.
That's coming all the way from Victorville.
It's
That
not
was
so
a
bad.
drive.
It's not so bad. Hour and 10 minutes. I'll.
Wow.
Now let's give you your turn next time.
Huh? I got you, but hey, I don't mind driving.
It's
Yeah.
it's you just go on the 15 freeway all the way up.
Next time we're out there, though, we'll be recording a mix. And we'll
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, those events in Steinford, I'm hoping to get a lot more involved too.
Yeah, let me know if you ever have a gig ever lined up.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
I'm
But
happy to take a nice photo of you.
again,
Yeah.
not like Pash though. That was
Yeah.
that's on him though. That's
Yeah.
on him. Yeah.
Well, no, yeah. Thank you, bud, for coming on the show. It's greatly appreciated.
Thanks. See you on the next season.